you're not ready for what you're about to hear. Because this is the kind of breakthrough that blurs the line between science fiction and reality. Imagine a robot, not just powered by code, but by actual living brain cells. Sounds impossible? Well, not anymore, because somewhere, deep in a Chinese lab, a group of scientists has built something that could change the world forever. We're talking about a robot that doesn't just follow commands, it thinks. Not metaphorically. Not like your smart assistant thinking. This machine has a brain, a partially biological one, crafted from living neurons. It's called a brain on a chip, and it might be the first step toward merging biology and machine in a way that redefines intelligence as we know it. Instead of using standard silicon processors, these scientists grew actual brain cells from human stem cells and carefully placed them onto a tiny microchip. That chip is now home to a living neural network. It doesn't just process, it learns, adapts, and grows, like a real brain. Let that sink in. They didn't just build smarter AI, they literally gave a machine a living mind, a mini version of what we carry in our heads, now nestled in the core of a robot. And if that doesn't sound like the origin story of every sci-fi movie you've ever seen, I don't know what does. But this is no dystopian fantasy. It's real. The robot can sense, respond, and evolve based on experience. It doesn't need millions of lines of code. It simply learns. This could be the key to finally understanding how consciousness works, or even how diseases like Alzheimer's begin to eat away at our memories. Of course, there's a dark side, because if a robot has a brain, if it's truly learning and adapting, then how far are we from it becoming conscious? And what rights, if any, would such a machine deserve? These questions aren't just philosophical anymore. They're rapidly becoming real-world dilemmas. And China isn't the only player on the field. In the West, companies like Skilled AI, backed by giants like Jeff Bezos and SoftBank, are building something equally ambitious, a general-purpose artificial brain. But this time, it's entirely synthetic. No living cells, just raw, adaptable intelligence that could plug into any robot and allow it to do anything from factory work to delicate surgery. Meanwhile, India's jumping into the mix with its own AI-powered war machines. A company named Zen Technologies has unveiled Prahasta, a robot dog armed with sensors, AI, and an assault rifle. This machine can run missions, climb stairs, carry a grown human, and even resurrect itself if it gets knocked down. Think Boston Dynamics with a military twist. But Prahasta isn't alone. Zen also released the world's lightest remote weapon station that can be mounted on land vehicles or ships. These aren't just futuristic prototypes. They're defense tools being actively tested and possibly deployed. War, it seems, is about to go robotic. So what kind of future are we really stepping into? One where robots aren't just tools or obedient machines, they're thinkers, learners, and increasingly decision makers. Some will serve in hospitals, others in homes, and some, terrifyingly, on the battlefield. The line between helper and soldier is blurring fast. These machines are evolving from programmed bots into autonomous agents capable of adapting, reacting, and maybe, someday, choosing. The question is, do we control them, or do we teach them too well to control us? Because once robots begin to learn from experience, build memory, and develop logic on their own, we enter uncharted territory. Can a machine ever truly grasp what it means to feel, to suffer, to care? If they can't, can we ever trust them to make life or death decisions? And yet, ironically, they may soon become better decision makers than us, processing data faster, acting without bias, never hesitating. It sounds efficient until the human element is left behind. This is no longer just a technological race, it's an ethical reckoning. The AI revolution isn't something far off on the horizon. It's already shaping our homes, industries, and wars. It's thrilling, yes, but it's also terrifying, and it demands a new kind of awareness, one we can't afford to ignore. If this kind of content blows your mind too, hit that subscribe button and join us here on Explore the Web. Because the future isn't waiting, it's already knocking, and we're here to open the door.